Welcome to Cyber Espresso Podcast, your quick shot of cybersecurity insights with industry leaders. I welcome today's guest, Shakeel Shaikh, Head of Information Security at Ahli United Bank. Shakeel, it's my pleasure to have you.
It's extremely pleasure from my side to be part of this series. You are doing a wonderful job, Murat. I really
Thank you,
appreciate
I
your work.
appreciate it.
And there
So,
is a lot that need to be in the cyber world. So all contributions are really appreciated. And awareness and sharing the knowledge is extremely important, which you are doing, which is a great job. So I'm pleased to have it and happy to share my experiences, my knowledge here.
amazing. I appreciate the kind words. So, Shakil, the cyber threats nowadays are as dynamic as the market themselves. So it's changing, it's getting sometimes out of control. So those emerging, I would like to call it the threats, especially targeting the financial institutions, the banks. So how do you think, in your opinion, that I don't want to say criminals, but cyber criminals are adapting those new security measures to create new attack surface?
Absolutely right. Yes. The organizations are trying in the defensive mode to build various controls and various process and everything to defend against attacks. And attackers are constantly ahead of it. They are looking what measures are being taken, and they go find out what alternate mechanism that can they can do, find out different threat vectors, different means. As an example, like if banks and financial institutions, because of they are highly regulated, they build such a good control infrastructure, control system. So what are now the criminals are doing? They're saying these guys are hard to attack. Let me find their supplier. And we know that third party risks are not very well managed, even though in the financial industry is also still third parties evolving. So they go after these, and maybe they go even after the fourth party to find out if third party is strong. Go to fourth party, then go to third party, and from that go into the target. So this is one of the emerging things. Third party incidents because of third parties are significantly increasing in last 2 years. Second, similar third parties, a supply chain. If they cannot infiltrate in the organization, they have to find what or the financial institution is depending upon, which is the software or service components, and they compromise that, and through that they get into it. So these are very evolving things. You can see, if we cannot get into the target directly, okay, we'll find some other means through that we can get to the target. So this I would say is one of the major mechanisms through which they are attacking.
So, Shakil, most of the time, the investment in security is seen as a cost center. So I don't know in your bank, in your situation, but as one of the leaders, how do you move this mentality? Well, it is a cost versus is a strategic enable. Would you agree on that?
Absolutely. Although, I mean, I have a different views here, by the way. The first of all, security is cost center in a way. It is not generating profit,
Mhm.
but lot of loss it is avoiding. So we have to convince to management what are the things that loss could have occurred which is avoided, and that is a challenge on cyber. And second, cyber security, can it be enabler? I cannot fully agree on that because security is always about control. So when business want to go technologically on the emerging technologies, use all those new things, fancy things, security is trying to put a brake on them, saying, no, you cannot go that fast, you cannot go that. So security is always a control. So it cannot exactly enable them, but that is where we have to work in a very dynamic fashion, in a very nice way that security supports them. so business come to me saying that I want to do this. I don't say I will not allow this is a high risk. I will stop it. No, I say, okay, you can do this, but do it securely. And I will add controls which are optimized for you without compromising your customer experience. That is a challenge security has to learn because most of the securities they go traditional. You must have these controls. Oh, they are going to affect the customer experience. The benefit of the purpose itself is diluted. We cannot do that. We have to support the business. We have to then brainstorm, think out of the box, and find out what can be the best control with the same kind of a customer experience that is required. So I think that's what the balance is very important. We cannot be exactly enabler. The enabler is a technology, like for example, face recognition came, that is more enabler. I give an example, and one of the, I think in the discussion also I give an example. Look at the phone. Before, I used to enter 6-digit PIN to log in. So annoying. Every time I need to call, I have to enter the PIN. They said, what kind of security is this, right? And everybody security team will say, no, you must have the PIN to secure your phone. But Apple thought more creatively. They put face recognition. Now it is more secure and more customer friendly. So it is possible to bring security controls which are secure as well as do not compromise business. That is where creativity comes into picture.
Yeah, I like your analogy. Like this face recognition becomes a norm now. I can't even imagine now we are punching the number or you remember that
No,
know the number.
forgot that there was numbering.
So, Shakal, you mentioned the challenges to convince sometimes the management team. Like, are there any metrics really truly capture the ROI that the investment in security will lead? Because most of the time, the way I see security is compliance. You do it, checkbox, move on. But around the ROI, what could that be in your opinion?
Absolutely. Very excellent question, by the way. So this is also one of my topic for discussion in the JISEC on return on investment in security. When I was talking in the panel discussion, yes, it is possible to find out the ROI from security. By the way, security, those who think that security is a checkbox or compliance, I think those organizations are going to be compromised someday. Because security is about risk management, it's not about compliance. Compliance and regulators, they will give some control. Okay, you apply, it will bring you up to some maturity level, but it will never make you secure. To become secure, you have to understand the risk and address the risk correctly with the right control with them to the right level. Now, about the return on investment. Let's say you want to invest in what kind of solution? Email protection solution. Then you find out the statistics on how many malicious emails are received, either through industry if you're doing for the first time, or if you have the old solution from your historical record. How many real phishing emails were delivered? How many emails contain malicious contents? And these bring to the table on management saying that each of these could have approximately impacted you so much cost. For example, you have 100,000 card customers or this much data you have, customer information. If this was compromised because of this, how much we would have lost? So instead of showing return on investment, we have to think a different way, avoidance of the loss. That is very important for security because conventionally business thinks in a different way. They say, I am investing X amount of in the solution in mobile banking, how much revenue I'm going to get. We have to talk differently to them, saying that, okay, you're going to bring this much investment. I'm not bringing you returns, but am I avoiding your possible so much of losses? And these are the losses to the minimum I can avoid for you. And sometimes present to them some example, simple example, Marks and Spencer, they are losing 300 million pounds. This is extreme level. And I'm not going to that level. I'm just giving you reasonable levels of what could be the loss, and this loss I'm avoiding. And by real example, that there were like hundreds of phishing attacks, which was real phishing emails, and those are now blocked by this solution. This is how you can show the ROI.
Very good, Shakal. I really appreciate your time. We try to keep the conversation short and crisp, but you really color it with all the stories that you are telling, examples you are giving. I really appreciate your insight and spending time with you. So I look forward to maybe talking or meeting you on other occasions.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was really pleasure. Although it was short, but it was really nice. And the questions you asked were really apt. And this is what the industry is constantly asking. As I said in one of the discussion, this was the point discussed. And thanks for giving me the opportunity, really. I really appreciate that. And let's all of us raise the awareness and knowledge about cybersecurity everywhere. All the
Perfect.
best. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. All the best, Shakeel. Ciao.
Thank you.